Hi folks, I'm SilmarUK and welcome back to my Let's Play video series on Shadowrun Returns. Let's just get back into the game. So last time we were breaking into the Telestrian executive offices. We'd found where the Aegis sample, which we need as a weapon against the bugs, is. What we now need to do is acquire it. Interesting. I thought that would bring me up, but it brings Dodger up, which makes sense because we were Dodger in the Matrix. That doesn't look like we'll be spending any XP. So, we've got the personal correspondence node. We need to go through here. Right. You up as well. Okay, Dodger. Can't do a suppression, but you can do a heal on yourself. Right. And then you can move up. Okay, so first thing Dodger needs to do, we need to fire off a suppression. Only reduces that alert by a little bit. Right, the attack program. Go on through. But we do have a bit of ice. Right. Shield. Okay, shield can carry on moving. Okay, so back in the real world, we could have incoming from any direction. Gain access to Eric Silverstar's office. Which one is Eric Silverstar's office? Let's see about spending some of this karma, shall we? I think we'll up the old ranged combat. Okay. So that lift isn't the one we're going for, but it's down there. Okay, so you come back. Everyone else needs to start moving up, starting with this wonderful lady, Coyote. And I'm going to move up. You're going to move up. Right, let's hope we can get through this quick. Elevator control, that's why we need that one. Okay, Dodger, in you go. And I want you to move up to here. Ooh. Okay, a load of stuff kicks off. My boy, I would like you drop that on out. They cannot move. Shield. I would like you to shield our boy here. Good stuff. Now, there we go. First things first. I would like you to drop a firewall. I wouldn't want you to drop it there because then I can't go through. So that's not going to get yeah, that's not going to get everything. They're just far enough apart. Right. I want you to cast a heal on the shield program. Then I want you to take this guy out. Pretty much. Right. And then we can bring the shield program to here. Right. So the first thing we want is the shield program. Can't do that. Right, shield program. Then we want to bring the attack program here. Okay. Then we're going to bring Dodger to here. We're going to fire at this one. Okay. Folks need to take position. So you get ready to repel borders there. You do the same here. Get into cover. And you do the same. And mage throw. I want you to get into there. But then I want you to watch our back. Right. Gain control of the elevators in the matrix. Excellent. Right. Let's get ourselves out of here. Programs aren't a problem. Getting me out before all hell breaks loose is. So we're actually going to fire off a suppression. We want to bring these up in case any last minute surprises get dropped on us. That's the way in and out. As I said, that's not the way in and out. I've wasted a whole turn. I got the exit confused with a beta node. Shouldn't have done that. No. I mean, I could just click end on these guys' turns, but I don't trust the game not to spring a nasty surprise at the end, so... And the reason I'm not just abandoning Dodger is I don't think Dodger will thank me for getting killed. There we go. Right, Dodger. Sir. Get ye moving. Coyote. The comic chirps again and the Baron's face appears on the screen. His voice is far less confident than before. This is new. You didn't know about this control panel? What's new? Things not going according to plan, Baron. Apparently Mr. Silverstar's reputation for paranoia is well founded. This panel is a hard-coded door control that cannot be accessed from the Matrix. It was not here yesterday. How did he have it installed so far? Maybe if you gave me more information we could figure out the next step together, yes. Somebody will think of something. Very well, this will work, but the plan requires you and only you to stay the night. You have my attention, go on. What about my crew? You will find the elevator once again under our control, goes to an empty parking garage and safety. Your hired help will be able to clear the building with ease. You, however, will be Telestrian's newest employee come sunrise. Now allow me to tell you where to go. Nice! The morning after, you hunker down in the janitor's locker room amid the smells of industrial strength cleaners, floor wax and body odour. Sleep is impossible as you must constantly be on your guard for the telltale signs of security teams or building maintenance crews. Morning eventually comes and with it another chance of Project Aegis. Good morning, mon ami, you look well. You better have a good reason for locking me in here overnight. Get on with it. Given Mr. Silverstar's paranoia about security, we cannot get into his office in a straightforward manner last night. However, thanks to the mayhem created by you and your Shadowrunners, a situation ripe for exploitation now exists. Ripe for exploitation, eh? While he waited here, I continued to probe into some of the less secure, more mundane Telestrian office files. Shipping records indicate that Mr. Silverstar recently took delivery of several paintings he commissioned after being promoted to VP of Telestrian Security. The shipment was called Our Values. On the same day, building maintenance reported installing the artwork in his office at the same time as a piece of equipment purchased from Fujicorp. Although they attempted to obfuscate its use, I believe it is the safe. And the sample is in the safe. And the sample is in the safe. You're very bright. Mr. Silverstar is personally conducting the investigation into last night's break-in. He's interviewing personnel who may have pertinent information. You need to be one of the personnel he interviews in his office. Once you're inside, you will need him to leave so that you can find a way to get the sample. So I tell him I have evidence so I can get inside his office for an interview. Close. You will plant evidence of your own creation. There are 3 matrix emergency power junctions on this level. If you add some comm chips to them, it will make last night's run appear to be preparation for a larger run. It will bring the attention of Telestrian security. I can handle it, but I'll need a way to get around the building without attracting attention. There's a janitor's uniform, ID badge and comlink chips in the locker. They will get you general access and allow you to pass a basic inspection. The rest is up to you. One more thing, Mr. Silverstar is well known for his creative security measures. You would do well to learn as much as you can about this man before meeting him. Now quickly change and I will unlock the door. Yay, I'm just a normal janitor guy who's got a combat drone following him around. The supervisor has the look of a stuffer shacker manager with delusions that he's on a career track rather than what he is, a disposable dime a dozen resource. Hey, there you are. I'm Steve Scott. I'll be your direct supervisor. Sorry I missed you when you first came in, but I only found out that you were starting an hour ago when you suddenly showed up in the system. Weird glitch or something. Normally we'd watch an orientation trid and walk through our mission statement, but well, it's going to be hard for you on your first day. You're going to need to clean up some blood, maybe a lot. I can handle it, just tell me what to do. You'll have your hands full. There was some sort of break-in last night. Some people were just get things cleaned up on this floor. And listen, people are going to be on edge today. Try to stay invisible and don't get into any trouble. Otherwise they're going to call me in and I'm going to have to reprimand you and put a note in your file. Straighten up this floor and stay out of trouble. Got it. I hope they get whoever did this. Only a fool would attack a Telestrian corporate office and think they can get away with it. Start heading from room to room and clean what needs cleaning. Good luck and welcome to Telestrian. What can I do for you? Okay, so I can't get to the top floors, may only act with the express operation of Eric Silverstar, VP Security. You can head to lower floors if your supervisor wants. Okay, well I better get back to it. No one seemed to mind the fact that I've got the combat drone with me. Telestrian tech worker. As the Telestrian tech jockey turns to speak, you notice a panel has been removed from one of the land racks just behind him. Thanks for coming, can you believe it? Silverstar is calling it an intrusion, but I know the aftermath of a Shadowrun when I see it. Start over in the corner and make sure you don't get any solvents on my servers. They say it's intrusion that's good enough for me. SOCAR, I get it. Never get the straight dope around here. Let's have a big sigh while shaking his head in agreement. I get it. Silverstar was already in here handing me. Like a Matrix tech could have stopped the decking intrusion. Now I've got to execute a full diagnostic on the land racks before he comes back for a security report. He told me this would be a good opportunity to demonstrate the Telestrian corporate value of efficiency. I think this investigation is going to be finding more about who to pin this on than finding answers. Yeah, it's never about solving the problem, it's about placing the blame. We're all responsible for what happens at this company. You think you could duck out or smoke or something? It would be easier, I didn't have to clean around you. Oh, sorry, yeah, no problem. Just another day in paradise, right? Move the access panel from the panel and place a comlink chip. Panel comes off with a quiet pop and you place the chip inside. Every panel has a rat's nest of cables and half disassembled hardware. Some of it's loose. Take some of the lamp parts, walk away. If I get searched later and they find lamp parts on me, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna walk away. Nothing else in here? Two men are staring into the vent and shaking their heads. Look, Roll, I know you, and you know there's nothing in that vent, but when I told him that Silver Star accused me of not wanting to crawl in there, said it was letting the company down by not displaying the corporate value of duty, so efficiency and duty. The suit shored up their mission statements and all that dreck. But today isn't the day for a Telestrian corpse duty above all crap. Several of us did the ultimate duty last night. I should get we just be happy that Mr. Telestrian isn't in today. Just get in there and take another look. We've got to go upstairs and report. The filthy guard is looking into an open vent. He's clearly not enjoying the idea of climbing back into the dark. Sorry I tracked that dreck all over the floor. He shakes his head. Man, I can't believe what happened to the night watch. From what I can tell, it looks like our guys got hit pretty hard. He shakes his head. Yeah, they chewed through those guys pretty good. Must have been pros. So, do you think you're done climbing in the vents, chum? I need to get this room done before I get in trouble. If anyone asks, you saw me in there, okay? You stole the comlink chip. Yes. Right. Well, this seems to be the next one we want. Aha. Telestrian guard. I have to say at this point it's not looking good. Telestrian worker. I don't know how it happened. Nevertheless, our records show this terminal was left unsecured in direct contravention of Telestrian corporate policy. You failed in your duty. I know it's duty above all, but for you security types, but I'm the victim here, I swear. Perhaps when Mr. Silverstar gets his next promotion, that will become a value you data pushes as well. Right now, it seems your value is clock out early and ignore my responsibilities. Don't go anywhere, I need to make my report to Eric. The wage slave is on head. He's staring vacantly at his terminal with his hands to his face and fingers twitching nervously. What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Looks like you're in some real trouble, chummer. Bars, unless you can clean up a shattered career, leave me alone. Oh, missed that one. I thought I'd come across some items. I doubt it. You know the guy who said life isn't fair? He was talking about me. Hey, me too. I used to be in counting a few floors up, a few too many drinks at the Christmas party, and look at me now. I mean, I didn't want this to happen. I mean, hell, who would? Security's bullying you, but I could make it look like your terminal was tampered with and no one would be the wiser. You're right, there's no reason I should let security push me around. Just do it quick. Place the cable data chips around the terminal's casing. Thanks so much. I won't forget this when your review comes up. Hey, no problem, sir. Just glad I could help. Would you mind clearing out of here for a while? There's a lot to do. You bet. Just remember to keep this between us. Move the access panel and place in the comlink chip. Okay. Plant the comlink chips to get to Eric Silverstar's office. Objective complete. Don't blow your cover. Find the Aegis sample. Ooh. We got a ton of XP we could spend. Well, we'll take that one. Intelligence. I think we'll take this one as well. And I think we'll also save at this point. Seems prudent. Right. So I think we might be going this way. Okay. No, we're going back the way we came. What can I do for you? Need to get upstairs? Hey, I found all these chips on some of the matrix switch boxes. Is that important? Garth thinks for a moment and activates his comlink. He turns his back on you and has a brief conversation, then he turns back. Mr. Silverstar wants to see you in his office immediately. We're about to transition to a new location. Confirm. Collecting the sample, the brutish dog-eat-dog existence of a slum dweller is a far cry from the quiet desperation and existential nothingness of a corporate wage slave. Yet after your time at Telestrian Industries, it's unclear which is more bleak. The elevator rises smoothly, its bland-eyed music assaulting you once again as you ascend to the executive floor and your goal. Eric Silverstar. There you are. It seems some of my best are letting me down. It's good to see that you're displaying one of the most important of my three key values. Well, it's duty above all, right? He laughs. Well, yes, that's the first value, and I'm glad more than those outside of security follow it, and from a janitor no less. Now I'm speaking of my third and final value of vigilance, which seems to be sorely lacking around here. Thank you, sir. Well, rewards and punishments must be given where required. Now please start filling out the report on the data pad. I'm afraid I must ask you to not sit in my chair given your attire. I need to go head downstairs and investigate your findings. I'll be right back. I know it's just a limitation of the game, but the fact that I've got a cyber deck and a combat drone with me is mighty suspicious. Comlink begins to ring, you pick up. But these paintings must be what all those expensive deliveries were. We don't have much time. I'm tracking Silverstar and he's already stepping off the elevator. I don't think your disguise will hold up much longer. I'll update you on his movements. Hurry, mon ami. Right. So at this point, we do want to say right. Okay. Open bottle of expensive scotch and a single glass appears to be half empty and a half smoked cigar. So profile shows 3 elves in Telestrian security uniforms looking up with a flag flying the duty. The plaque reads logo. Push the frame. Frame clicks into place and the painting slides back into the wall. Depicted as a clock tower at the train station in downtown Portland, the plaque reads efficiency. That's the second value. There's a few guards, a tech worker and very nervous wage slaves gathered in the boardroom and is beginning to question them. So now we need vigilance. Photorealistic. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Phase of a small lighthouse, intense storm, vigilance, push the frame. Right. This is a safe. There's a large DNA scanner on the front, most likely key to Mr. Silverstar. That's why we're going to need the scotch, the glass, and... Right. Pick up the half-smoked cigar. Put the moist end of the cigar on the DNA scanner. Take the sample. Great work on me. The time for stealth has passed. You'll set off every alarm in the system, but I will unlock the executive elevator and your path is clear. Head to the elevator and make your escape. I've got to get up there. Rightio. Hey, this is a restricted area. Yep, it is. You can't go in there. And we're out. Detective McCluskey sounds smirking, surrounded by armed and twitchy Lone Star officers. Good morning, moron. Good morning, Detective McCluskey. It's a fine day for police corruption, isn't it? Hello, McCluskey. How did you find me? You really that dumb dummy? Do you know who I work for? The same guy whose building you just broke into. Mr. Telestrian wants to meet you in person. He wants to chat about last night's fun and games. You can come quietly or you can meet him in a body bag. He smiles wolfishly. Come on deck for brains, make the wrong choice. Oh, not for a stand-up conversation. Damn, I was hoping to be able to bring you in feet first. So, from the floor of the Lone Star Cruiser, you watch the tops of down corridor office buildings disappear, replaced by the grey overcast over the I-80 bridge. The nylon restraints binding your Winston's ankles, along with McCluskey's whistling to the radio, make for an unpleasant ride. Half hour later, the cruiser hits a whisper-smooth patch of road, and a magnificent mansion fills your view. Its design a blend of old-world finery and elvish grace. The car pulls to an abrupt halt and you're dragged onto your driveway where McCluskey pulls a nasty-looking knife and cuts your bonds. You look up to see you are surrounded by a squad of green-clad ghosts, Special Forces troops from Tir Tangier. Massaging the feeling back into your numb extremities, you prepare to meet the man himself, James Telestrian III. Right, so we're going to save here. I know it auto-saved, but we'll proper save as well. And we're going to bring things to a close there for this episode. The next time we will be talking to James Telestrian. So, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please consider liking the video. Consider leaving a comment. Tell me, have you played the Shadowrun games? Have you played the Shadowrun Tabletop RPG? And also consider subscribing to the channel for notifications for this and other Let's Play video series I'm doing. I am doing the Encased Early Access RPG. It's another tactical turn-based RPG. I'm doing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I'm doing Beautiful Desolation, which is a point-and-click adventure, post-apocalyptic in an isometric style. You can find me as SilmarUK on various social media. You can find me as SilmarUK on Twitch, where I stream 4 times a week, and I have a Discord and a website as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Please stay safe and take care of yourself.